President Obama gave a great speech on Afghanistan. It was well constructed, it had nuance, it had drama. The only problem was it was wrong. What the president was proposing, a massive increase in the U.S. troop presence in Afghanistan, was the exact opposite direction that we should be going. We should be bringing the troops home, not sending more troops in. But how do we do that? How do we change a president's position and set things straight? Well, it's not actually as hard as it seems. This country was founded on the principle that presidents are not supposed to define the debate about wars. That debate is supposed to take place in Congress. The president can give a speech, that's fine. He can even lay out an agenda. But the Congress has a responsibility to debate that agenda, to vote on whether to authorize it and whether to fund it, and finally, at every stage, to check and balance the president. That's the American way. It is what the Constitution outlined in 1787. The founders of this republic said they wrote the Constitution with the explicit purpose of chaining the dogs of war. They had experienced a British king who led them into unnecessary and horrific wars in Europe on a whim. We wanted to have a country that wouldn't allow that to happen. So we wouldn't allow a president to simply declare war. He had to go to Congress, he had to get the declaration from Congress, and finally, he had to get the money from Congress. Those laws, those rules, those constitutional outlines are still on the books. They're still real. The only question is whether Congress will step up. And there are some indications that it will. The good news is that Congressman David Obey of Wisconsin, the most powerful player in the House on budget issues as the chairman of the Appropriations Committee, says that he wants to have a vote on whether to impose a war surtax. What a war surtax would do is simply say, if we're going to pay for all of this new presence in Afghanistan, then we're going to make the wealthiest Americans pay more to cover the cost. Now, if you want to see Congress get a real debate going on, you watch them when they start talking about taxing rich Americans, the people who write campaign contribution checks. This is what we should do. Have a debate. Figure out whether we, the people, and our representatives in Congress want to go forward with Barack Obama's war. This is John Nichols for The Nation magazine and GRITtv, reminding you that the American way is to debate rather than simply follow the president.